If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super unders and a song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fucking fuck. Hey,
Just cash.
I like putting the yay when the guy's all mad he lost his bet. Yay! Just fuck with him. He gets pissed off. Anyways,
That's an
what's
angry
up,
guy
bro?
right there.
Yeah. What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Oh, what's good, man? Not bad. We coming back for this Thursday grind, and it is just cash. What's good, fam? Hopefully you guys are doing well.
You didn't put your hands up today. I don't know, man. I don't know.
We got the one hand
Okay.
going up the loop.
All right. One works.
I was trying to find real fast our recap from yesterday. We had a pretty solid day. Here we go.
Oh, there we are. Nice.
All right. Yeah. Let's talk about yesterday. Man, slightly disappointing with DJ Wagner and the scoring. I mean, his volume was definitely there. He was leading the team in field goal attempts. I think he was like 3 of 14. Just unfortunate with the PRA and the scoring upside. But he did get the RA, and we had the flip C of that from Wesley Yates. He was all scoring, 0 RA, and he hooked at 17. So, man, 2 different really close plays that came, I mean, really down to the wire. And sadly enough, too, DJ actually took the last field goal attempt before they got the offensive rebound. So he tried for us, and then we had the nice middle bet here with Max, who went absolutely insane. He ended up going way over. I think he had like 55 fantasy points or something, which is pretty crazy because they were up 30 and they brought him back in like in garbage time. But overall, really solid day. Plays came through strong for us, so we're hoping to run it back today. How was your day, and how you doing today, Underrated?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good. Just a little bit high from this vape, but it's cool. It feels good. I'm chilling. And you know, whenever you got college basketball coming up, a few good games today. Not a lot, but still should be fun. And Dot was saying in the chat too. He said he kind of likes these smaller slates because I think he said it seems like we make more money on these days or something to that effect. I would kind of agree because you can really focus on almost each game, like Coach was saying before, you know, instead of having a massive slate where you're just trying to find value. These type of ones, you can really look into it, pick the right plays, like that play you have on the top, that play right there, like that feels like a full unit play to me personally, because we got to look into it for so long. Not necessarily 100%, but just saying. That's why we can look at each play in particular. So I like it.
Oh, yeah, and it's much easier than, 20 to 40 games like we have on Tuesday and Saturday.
Yeah, and even tomorrow's crazy. I saw a lot of good games tomorrow. I saw there's a lot of games today, but there's only this amount of, like 5 games that are even prop worthy. There's like 50 games, so it's a whole bunch of whoops, whoever's.
Yeah, some mid-level teams, and some pretty high spreads too. So not really surprised, but it is kind of surprising though, because we've seen the reverse of this, where Thursday has been kind of jam-packed and Friday's been kind of a skeleton slate. So I'm actually pretty excited to have, we're gonna have a really good Friday. Friday's already busy enough in preparation for Saturday, but now we actually have a real slate to stream with during the daytime. So it's gonna be exciting, man. Flex Friday is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. And our Friday night stream, we can have Big Coach on there.
Sir.
That'll be fun. Hey, we know when Big Coach is coming around. Friday nights, if you want to hear the Big Coach analysis, that's when you tune in. And if you haven't subbed to the channel yet, we do a Friday night show. You might have missed it because you aren't subbed, so hit subscribe and you'll get a notification when we go live Friday night with our alcohol in our hands and finding props. It's the best.
Oh yeah, good times. Well, like Underrated said, do us a huge favor, you guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We are 25 members or something away from our 1,000 subscriber
24.
milestone.
24.
Oh, 24, even better.
Yep.
So make sure you guys don't miss out, and also it helps you catch our live stream and the 2-a-days on Fridays. So we do appreciate you guys. Y'all have been amazing. And make sure you also, really the biggest thing is going to be in the Discord. Links down below. We're still running the 7-day free trial. So hop in. Make sure you guys are getting that early leans, early access. We got, also tomorrow, we got Unrivaled back too. So it's going to be a jam-packed day.
Uh-oh. You're excited.
Oh yeah. Always love to see the ladies play.
I bet you
Y'all
do.
know we love the W around here.
No, I bet you do. Hey, Free Youngin is raining through the chats. Free Youngin is coming. Everyone's typing Free Youngin, man. We need Youngin back. You can't come on the stream and it doesn't say Youngin first. I'm first. And it's 12 questions. Like, come on, bro. We missed it already. Fuck.
Hey, he just came back too.
Right. We only had him around for a week or two. He won a bet. He won a bet from me and then just never came back.
Well, hopefully he's doing all right, and we'll see him sooner than later. He said something about 4 months. I hope that's not the case.
No. He was saying he was supposed to go for the last 4 months. That could be a worse sign, but
We'll see.
Come
Find
on,
out
bro.
soon enough.
Yeah. All right. To the plays.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, let's hop into it. First up, we're going to talk about Xavier Bell, and honestly feels like he's kind of just flying under the radar completely today. He's going to be another one of our players who, low-key, he's been a wagon for us. I believe we took him in a lot of these early stretch games, and he's really just, like I said, under the radar, recent starter. Minutes have vamped up way higher, and his field goal volume is just staying really consistent. So this guy's been thrust into a brand new role. We've seen him, minimum 28% usage across a lot of these games. He, even with the low usage games, still put up 23 real points. Love the minutes, and honestly, they're really not accounting for the actual starting position that he's in now.
And was that time? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, but what was that time there when he had 10 points? He was in foul trouble in that game too, even. So
Correct,
that's the only little blemish there on his from the start till now. He's gone over this point total every time. And his rebounds are rampant. Yeah, man, looks too good.
So
what are we missing, E?
Yeah.
What are we missing? What are we missing on this one?
I mean, honestly, he just kind of, I think nobody really knows about this guy, and we took him, like I said, a couple slates already, so he's been proven.
Right.
And like you mentioned, this game was a foul game where he still definitely could have got there. I mean, he had 12 field goal attempts in that game, but we'll chalk it up to fouls here. And even in the other game that he had 4 fouls, I mean, he still played 34.
That's true.
Minutes. So
he did play 32.
Potential for him, I think, is very, very appealing. And the fact that, like I said, he's at 13.5 points, And since he was in the starting role, he's averaged 20 points. So we're getting just a night and day difference here. And even the rebounding, he's averaged 4 rebounds in this span. I think the rebound prop is probably a point too low. So shout out also to that 2.5 rebounds. But yeah, man, I like this guy's capability. I love the minutes, love the usage. Just he's ticking all the box for us. So this could be just another total low-key absolute banger for today. And maybe he ruins my day, but man, I'm feeling like this guy could be free as air today.
Tell me the matchup. What's the matchup feel like for you? How does the matchup add to that? Because the game logs and the idea that he's only starting in the last 7 or 8 games, which you would think maybe is the reason why his points and everything's too low. But is it the matchup? Look at the matchup, bro. Assists, rebounds. They're just giving it up.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of the boxes that we're looking for here. And, barring any foul trouble, I think lock him in for 33 to 35 minutes again. And it's not even, like I said, we're not looking for anything crazy here. At this point, we just need a standard, not even an average. He could have a below average game for what he's been doing in the starting 5. And, this guy's going to go out and do his thing. So just way too low. It's a good pace, good game total. I believe it's also more of a neutral pace. So it's not really a pace down spot, a slight pace down if we're getting nitty gritty. But yeah, 156 total though. That's nice. Gotta like that.
Yeah, I'm going full unit. I'm going full unit on both of those plays. Fuck it. 2 units on this guy today for me. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll probably take a full unit on the points straight up, and then I'm gonna split one between the PR and the straight up rebounds.
That's smart. I like that. Yeah, split that up just in case. Just in case he gets 3 rebounds and 12 points, and you're like, motherfucker.
Yeah. And so just to also kind of give you guys, perspective, like last night with DJ, we definitely took a shot, and I think it was 100% the right call. He just couldn't find the bottom of the basket and missed some like wide open layups and stuff. But this guy is a usage monster. So it's not like this dude's going to be passing the ball. He's not going to be facilitating. We're not going to see that backseat shit like we had last night. Like this dude is going to be shoot first, rebound. He plays more like a small forward too, which I absolutely love those style of plays. So I think the PR, points, scoring, all that stuff, we can see him get at the free throw line like he has been. I like it.
I'm with it. I like it too. It feels right. And like C-Dot said, we have more time to really look at it, really think about it. And I have decided going in. And if he Umars me, chalk it up to the betting gods being dickheads. Because that sure looks like a good play.
Yeah, honestly, man, I think so. And really, the matchup doesn't scare me a whole lot either. Haggerty is one of their opposing stars. He's a decent defender. He's definitely had a spike assist or a spike steal in the last 3 out of the 5 games or whatever. But really, realistically, I would say he's good for maybe 1.5 steals a game. Not too worried as far as like him being able to limit his production. I think we just see these 2 stars go back and forth, and if it turns into a getting to the free throw line, this could be a pretty high scoring affair. That total could be actually even lower than it should be.
Yeah. Can't hate you. You're looking at Haggerty there. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna take a stab at him? I know Coach played a little bit of his points.
Yeah, Coach is definitely liking him quite a bit today. His lines are a little bit more inflated, so we do have to kind of caution about that. But for Haggerty specifically, I think that you could just take a shot on him actually getting there for the scoring. The 22.5 points, totally warranted. He cleared that in both games that he played against him last year, so I get it. It's just, again, an adjusted line, especially after him not being able to clear this line in the last 2 games straight. Just weird line movement, but they could be trying to scare people off that play. So that one and his 2.5 turnovers also are just really, really low. Not really sure why he's plus money, to be honest. He's only missed this twice all season. But yeah, I mean 2.5 turnovers plus money. Even the game that he did miss, he had 2. So I don't know. Could be a trap play, but the over for the 2.5 definitely seemed appealing today.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. They're not a team that wouldn't give up a turnover. It's a fast-paced game. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run. We know he's going to have the ball in his hands most of the game. A lot of the game, he's going to try to drive, and he can get that ball taken away from him. Passing, like three turnovers for him with the ball in his hands that much. See, see how I'm trying to learn about turnovers with you, E?
Yeah, and the turnovers too also, come with the usage. He's not quite a playmaker, so we don't get that upside, but he likes to drive to the lane. We were looking at his free throws and stuff, so he likes to get up in there, and you can tell here, under his threes is probably a potential as well. I wouldn't in this matchup. I'll say it's a very scary matchup for that, but he's not a 3-point shooter, so yeah, I mean, banging around inside the paint, he definitely live for some turnovers.
So it's a lean, not an official play. It's a lean, because we got your official plays at what, 9-2 or something now?
Yeah, 9-2.
Yeah. So this isn't official, but it's a nice lean.
The only reason I guess I'm not quite in love with it, outside of the hit rating, I mean, you can't ignore the hit rating, but having our guy Bell on the other side, more of a limited sample size as far as like with him with the starters, how that turnover effect and flow is going to look. He's more than likely going to be guarding him, so not really a high steal guy, but a decent defender. I mean, nonetheless, he's no slouch.
Okay. We got ourselves a turnover lean. Okay. We're at 17 likes today already. That's good, man. You guys want good luck? That's tight. I would hit like too if I saw someone say, "Do you want good luck on your bets?" Oh, let me hit that like. That's easy.
Well, we appreciate you guys. Yeah, y'all have been amazing with the likes. We haven't even had to ask for them, so thank you guys so much.
Hell yeah, it makes the show so much more fun. Don't have to worry about these damn likes.
All right, let's see. Before we move on, I know we got lighter plays today. We're keeping it nice and tight and trying not to reach for many things. Plus, tomorrow, such a nice slate, and we're going to roll right into Saturday too. So save your coin, be smart with the plays. I know PrizePicks offered a LeBron discount that looks pretty solid, and Parlay Play, if you guys have it, they have an SGA discount today as well. So play smart.
They don't listen to you.
All right,
you know how people are, bro. No one's gonna play smart.
That's okay. We get any more comments, questions before we move on?
They gonna learn. Yeah, like we were saying, man, we didn't get Youngin first, so pour out a little liquor for Big Youngin. Hopefully, Big Youngin will be back tomorrow. Miss him. Caleb says poo-poo slate, but I'm here anyway. Just cash. Let's go. Oh man, Caleb.
Appreciate it.
Caleb, he came in with his college knowledge and brought it around. You see how I rhymed that? He came in with all that knowledge, though, in the Discord and said, look, man, this is college basketball. This shit is fun. We're going to do these parlays. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. He's come up with some good plays. C-Dot says, we make good money from small slates, in my opinion. Less games to worry about. Less props to reach for. No unnecessary risks need to be taken. We cash in today. Oh, show. That's what I'm saying. I'm feeling that. Like it when it's a smaller slate. Now, if Xavier Bell fails me, then I'm going to cuss him out. But still like these small slates. Caleb says, Bill Bell has an excellent 3-point matchup as well. Bill Bell? Bell.
It's a good 3-point spot for him, no doubt. And also one thing I think is kind of being slept on for him, because we'll see him much sooner than later, I think, at 1.5 threes. They're already favoring over the 0.5, but yeah, man. Either Bell's going to burn my house down today or he's going to pay the mortgage.
Oh my gosh, that was Dale like Parker. Yeah, I did like that. That was amazing. I had a but I don't know where it went. Dale Parker says, "What money lines are we on today?" We have not talked on money lines. Did Coach tell us any money lines today that he liked? I don't remember him saying
No,
anything.
not really, man. Today's definitely more of, I think, err on the side of caution. Now, tomorrow, we got a lot of money lines, no doubt. But today, there's only, I would say, a couple that were really worth playing. I mean, you have some of the obvious teams, but they're, huge 10-plus spread or something like that, and the odds kind of suck. Let's see. And most of them, too, dude, I feel like the entire slate starts at 4 and 5 o'clock my time, too. Like, all these nobody games are playing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, New Mexico State, I like that. This team's going to be at home. They're playing pretty solid all season. And there was one other team. I'm kind of surprised. FanDuel, at least right now, the St. Mary's in San Francisco, expected to be one of the lowest scoring games on the slate, actually. Two really good defenses, two slow offenses. They're giving St. Mary's minus 550, which I think is pretty appealing considering the fact that they're 10.5 point favorites. This should easily be closer to 800, so could be a trap play, but that's a really favorable line. This should easily be like 800.
I think it's I think that they, how you've been looking at the spread and then you look at the money line. I think that they're separate things. Like, I think the way the bookies think about them, instead of saying this lines up with this, you know what I'm saying? Like, this minus 2.5 could be different than the other minus 2.5. Like, for a reason, though, I think. Because San Francisco's pretty fucking good. Don't you feel like that's why the line's minus 550 instead of minus 800? That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, I think, consideration, or that's going to play a factor into it, no doubt. But it's interesting, though, because, they think that they're going to cover the spread, but they think they're also going to get their ass beat. So just, I mean, and a lot of times, too, we'll see these really... Stop. Got Leon crawled up underneath me. We'll see some of these teams that, are severely favored, and the spread's only like 11.5 or something, but the odds are all the way up to, minus 900 or something like that. Like, they know when a home team is going to win, or when that team's going to win. But this feels like this is an enticing little, trick play here. Like, maybe this is too good to be true almost.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They're going to cover this,
because personally,
no problem.
because personally, I was looking at that and I'm like, if I do find an alt type of play, the other one I would do that feels the most safe, and maybe I'm wrong here, but when you can alt up the spread, so like if I would take San Francisco at like plus 20, I would feel pretty good, right? Do you feel the same with that? Like, you could put that with like an alt Malik Thomas points or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, or even just like, I would consider 15.5. I'm sure they have that. Let's see. 16.5. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Plus
the
minus 320.
The 20 is just like almost feels like for sure. But I feel you. Either one, however you want to run it. But yeah, that idea. I just feel like that seems to work with NFL pretty good, and I think it can work with college basketball too, especially on these low ass totals.
Yeah, you can use it for a parlay piece. I mean, they have the 19.5 at minus 480.
Yeah, I like that.
But
anyways.
yeah, I mean, honestly, today
a tangent. Did
keep
you
it pretty
my
light
bad.
as far as. No, you're good. Just kind of, I guess, in closing with that, I would keep it pretty light today. I mean, honestly, there's only just a couple of appealing games. I'll shout out Illinois because they're at home, but Maryland's been pretty dangerous. I got to give them credit. They've looked really solid, upsetting some teams lately. Minus 320 is really appealing. That's not bad.
I'm scared of Illinois, man. I've seen them get whooped by a team they shouldn't, and we know Big Casper can get in foul trouble, and then you go, oh boy, Maryland can win that game.
Yeah. But see, look at this, because this is another example that is interesting. So for 3 points higher than what we were talking about for that other team, their lines are minus 1,100. Like, they clearly think that Oregon State is going to win this game.
Right. Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense, though. I'm. It's cool to look at it like that when you're thinking about your alt plays and stuff.
You got to know what they know, man. Get inside the bookie head.
No, that's what it is. That's 1,000% right, man. If you know why they're doing what they're doing, that's 50% of it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we were laughing about the PrizePicks things yesterday, man, but running a promo that's just a money wash.
Yep. And is looks all pretty with their Photoshop thing and make you feel warm and fuzzy on the inside, but really, bullshit.
Yes, sir. You are not wrong. All right. Well, let's keep it rolling. We got another play we're going to talk about. Big Elijah Fisher and the Pacific 18.5 PR. I like this guy, man. He's had some solid production all season. We got him finally back at the house. And they played Portland last game. Shout out to Big Portland, man. They've been one of our turnover du jour teams. They do play today, but I think I'm going to pass on them for this specific matchup. But yeah, so he's coming off of, I think, a pretty solid defensive matchup. They've been really good as far as locking down the guards. He still was able to get there, but they're leaving his lines pretty low today. So I'm actually really interested in him and catching him on, this last game was definitely a bounce back. I mean, he played 40 minutes. Game before that, they got blown out, so he only played 25 minutes. Game before that was a foul game. Even with 5 fouls, he was still really productive, 50% from the field. But this guy plays insane minutes in close games, and I absolutely love that. So back at the house, his props are way too low. They have his points at 14.5, which on the season, he averages over 16 points to begin with. So we're getting that discount. But at the house, he actually averages over 17 points. So we're getting a nice, almost 3-point discount there. And the rebounds too, man, they are absolutely sleeping on his rebounds. They have him listed at 3.5 rebounds. This guy averages 5 rebounds on the season already. So that's already a discount. 18.5 PR, man, sign me up. This dude is balling right now. How's that hit you?
I was looking at him too as you were saying it because I haven't looked at him much. And then when you brought him up, I was like, oh, that does make sense, man. It's almost an Xavier Bell looking play. Almost. Right? Yeah,
I think a definite almost. And one thing with Pacific that we had recently is their other star, Big Ralph. He got injured, I think 3 games ago, came back from injury 2 games back, played the reduced minutes, yada, yada, and it was that blowout game. But he also came back to full strength this last game. So I think this actually bodes really well for Elijah. He has his, Batman and Robin duo here. They're literally the entire team. So it's only the 2 guys taking all the shots. Elijah is the guard, and he has a little bit more 3-point upside. Not a whole lot there. But with Ralph, he's really their paint presence. He's their power forward, and I like both of them. Ralph, I'm a little bit more nervous on just because they haven't, or his lines are appropriate. They haven't moved them or anything like that. Whereas again, with Elijah, we're getting him on a really good discount, at least for the raw scoring that he brings. And another player who's playing well over 30 something minutes. He's rocking a high 20, almost a 30% usage rating. So one of these guys should definitely get there. Okay.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it. I still want to look more at old Fisher. But yeah, you sold that one.
He just felt like a solid look today, man. And I think personally I'm going to take maybe a half unit exposure on Ralph. I was waiting for them to drop his points or his PR, but it looks like they're kind of holding back on that. Even on Fliff, they didn't have any props for that yet. So maybe we get him a little bit closer towards tip-off. So we'll circle back to that later. But yeah, I really liked Fisher today, man. I think his props are just way too low. And another player that you could honestly, if you have the books, I would say consider taking the points and then splitting a half over the PR as well. But the PR as a whole, I think, encompasses everything that we're looking for today.
There you have it.
Nice. All right. Well, moving on. We got our next play. Big Tomislav, 10.5 points. Now, for him, I'm sorry, bud. For him, he's available at 10.5 on PrizePicks and as well over on Parlay Play. Underdog's got him at 11.5, which, I mean, if you want to play it there, that's on you. I'd probably consider his 25.8 whatever fantasy if you are going to, or if you are only able to play on Underdog, his fantasy is a better route there. But 10.5 points, way too low. And for this guy, the matchup, I would say could be a little bit better. But just kind of show you guys here the fantasy score. He's been really solid on the season, over 60%. But the points, really, really low for him. And 10.5 feels like a good spot. I would love to see his minutes stay a little bit more consistent. Personally, I think that's the only red flag for him is just some of the back and forth minutes that he's had. But in his credit, the last 2 games, we've seen him back on the upswing, more consistent minutes. The ideal range is going to be, closer to that 25 to 28 range is perfect. Anything over that, we should be golden. He's gotten there every game on the season, except for that one, which that was a really tough matchup, and they played like shit. 10.5 points, man. I like this. It is a pace-up spot for him. Going up against both Reese and Queen on the other side. Reese has been somewhat of a foul machine on the road, so we could get potential free throw upside if they decide to guard him with Reese. And if they go with Queen, I think it just helps the scoring matchup even more. Queen has been a pretty awful defender. He doesn't foul, so I think we lose the free throw upside in that scenario. But as far as like him being a better lockdown defender than Reese himself, this actually could work out better for us. So, a 50-50 situation as far as who's actually going to guard him. But 10.5 points just feels a little bit too low for the potential that we've seen. And, these guys in college, too, they have these ebb and flow where they're on a heater, they're on a shitter, and hopefully now we're catching them back on the heater again. So I like the last 2 games. 10.5 points is also, got to shout out, 3 points lower than his season average, too. So overall, feels like a pretty good look. Guy averages 13.5 points at the house. So looking for 11, I think not bad.
All righty. Did you sing his name too? I swear you sang his first name.
Tomislav.
Yeah, you sang it too. You were like, all right, now to Tomislav or something. You did Tomislav. You did something. It was like, I was like, what? I wanted to remember to tell you that. That was pretty funny. Anyways, you know his first name now. That's good. Do you say his last name?
Yes, sir.
How do you say his last name?
No, I'm not even gonna try that.
Okay. Just wondering. What else you got?
All right, so for the last play that we had for today, because we also have 2 plays for Friday, since, as you mentioned, it's going to be a bigger slate. The other play was going to be for Pepperdine, big Stefan Tordovic. He is 14.5 points over on Parlay Play. Now, he is 15.5 points on most sites, and I think it's still warranted if you guys want to play it, but the better value, obviously, going to be this 14.5 points. This dude's been a bucket, man. No ifs, ands, or buts. His home road splits actually favor the road. He averages about 18.5 points on the season. All he does is shoot the ball. Not a very high 3-point shooter, but they also are kind of leaving his lines fairly favorable. We've seen him have a couple flash in the pan. So, I would at least pencil him down for 1 threes made. But this dude is just getting buckets. That's all he does. Very consistent on the season. He had a couple of pretty tough matchups and a few blowout games where, they just absolutely smacked him for 30 plus, 40 plus. And this game against San Francisco, we know is a difficult matchup. So not even surprised he barely came up short there. And they were also up by 22. So most of these games, he's playing really high minutes. Either we get 26, 27 in a blowout, or this dude's going out and playing in a solid 36 minutes. I like him. The matchup and pace could be a little bit better, but as far as what this guy's been producing on the road, 14.5 feels like a solid play.
Big Stefan T, 14.5. Only on Parlay Play?
Only on Parlay Play. And he is a goblin play on PrizePicks.
All right. Well, if you got parlay play, did you put your bet in already on Big Stephon T?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I like it. They all sound pretty dang good. I'm still stuck on Bell and Fisher. Fisher 1B.
Yeah, Bell's definitely the primary play today, hands down.
E-Dog play of the day. We got it. Okay.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
E2 is here. He said free young until it backward. He said, hey guys. Hey Eric. What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Oh, yeah, we'll be on the hashtag free youngin, hashtag fly Eagles, because I know that's his team. He's going to be rooting for him.
Damn, we're going to have to cheer for the Eagles without him. Fuck. AOD says, free my egg roll. He's hungry. I feel you, bro. I just like when he said that, I pictured him just taking his egg roll out of that little, that little pocket that he got it out of. That little. He was like, "Damn, this egg roll is gonna be good." I feel it. John says, "Hey guys, hi John. 24 more subs." He says, "Hey, 24. He's right. John's good at math.
So close.
I always knew he was good at something." Eric too says, "About to go buy some bots." He's trying to help us get that last 24. You're a nice guy, bro. We need them bots. Give us about 10,000 subs. Slap on a couple hundred likes for each show for us there, E2. What you looking at now? You look like you found something exciting. Oh, you're looking at Big Golden?
Yeah, we'll talk about the other two plays that we have. One of them, for sure, we're pretty confident is going to bump with Golden. And we'll talk about also Braden Smith and the lack of threes that he seems to find himself in lately, which, honestly, I think it's kind of worked out better for Purdue as a whole. He's not having to, put the team on his back and score a ton of points every game. We've seen him level back out. He's come back to more of the playmaking, especially the rebounding has come up a lot too. But yeah, man, I think the under 2.5 is a little bit high for him, especially the way in the play style that he's been more over the last month. Some of these were really, really good matchups, like Minnesota. They got absolutely trounced that game, and this dude could not miss from three. But he was going through this heater here, so, I mean, he does have the capability in him. But over the last couple of games, it's not like, he's not really shooting the ball at a high clip. He's just been really efficient during the stretch. But the three-point volume has come back down, and his teammates around him, mostly Fletcher Lawyer, is really kind of stepping into his role as the designated three-point shooter. Plus, their small forward has been taking a few more threes a game. So, unless he's having to put the team on his back, which in this matchup against Michigan, it's not really ideal. Top 100 against the three-point shot. So, unless he's just, again, super efficient, the volume coming back down looks like a pretty solid play.
Makes sense, man. I don't like betting on threes, but when I bet under threes, something about feeling the under threes is nice. Although he could get us. It is betting. He could go resort back to his mid-season, whatever that was, 10 games ago and go crazy. But I don't think that's going to happen. And what are we doing when we make bets? We're deciding a percentage of what we think is going to happen or it's not going to happen. They are giving us a little bit of shitty odds there. But for me personally, I like when I feel plays like this, and who cares if it's minus 200, because it's like, that's a good shot that it's going to hit. Then if we pair that with like the easiest money line, what you got? What was it? A minus 1100. We can do a minus 800 type of play and just get it down to like minus 140. That feels good. Those type of plays have a pretty high hit rate, it seems. So I'm not mad at that. Yeah.
You compare it with like, Oregon State or something like that.
Yeah, if you think a team, or if that's one of them, that's what I'm saying. Something that's like you think's definitely gonna hit. Pair it with that, ooh, feels pretty good.
You are not wrong. You are not wrong. All right. So our last play was gonna be Big Golden over 5.5 rebounds, and one that you feel pretty confident was probably gonna bump, and I actually agree. we've seen, the only thing about Golden is the unfortunate foul trouble that he's had in a couple of these games where I know both these games he was in foul trouble. Excuse me. But this is also a 60-point blowout too, so not like he really had to play. But yeah, man, I like the 5.5. It's definitely a very favorable line for him. We've seen a lot of, night and day performances, so there's been a few landmines in there. But I think, honestly, this was just some early season struggle. We saw the consistency really pick back up here in this stretch. And outside of this, sandwich blowout games plus foul trouble, he's been pretty consistent. I would say pencil him down for 6.5 rebounds on a good day. On a bad day, the 5.5. We could be sweating it a little bit, but if he's not in foul trouble, I mean, he's been clearing this with ease anytime he plays, 28 to 30 minutes. So that's really the mile marker we're looking for. Stay out of foul trouble, go out, play us almost 30 minutes, and we should be good to go.
Yep. I feel exactly the same. The only thing I would want to add to that is that it's cool that it's on Underdog, because we've seen the Underdog when it's only Underdog, exclusive Underdog. Now I know it's on Fliff too. I don't know where the hell Fliff got that from, but a lot of times we've seen it when it's only on Underdog. Sometimes they adjust. Sometimes they just decide to make their own line, especially in the games when it's tomorrow. So the lines aren't out yet. Underdog said, well, what's his average on the season? 5.5? Okay, throw it up there. So that could be 6.5 tomorrow. But, either way, I want to grab the value. Hopefully he can come through and, like you said, not keep his hands to himself, as you would say.
Yep, I think that's honestly our only concern, and I'm not too scared of the matchup either. I mean, Braden is pretty crafty, but nothing to be too scared about, honestly. I was hoping they had games up for tomorrow already.
Dot says, you said you like Xavier Bell's rebounds and points individually? ?
Yeah, I like both the points, rebounds, and what I was saying earlier is I'll take one unit on the points and then split a unit over the PR and the straight up rebounds. Low key, I think the rebounds are just wildly low. 2.5 is crazy low.
Okay. Eric 2 says, Bell PR or points if you had to pick one for the E-Dog play of the day?
Probably the points, right?
I don't know. He's asking for the E-Dog play of the day, not the me play of the day. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll keep it safe and just say straight up points. I mean, honestly, I think he's going to score close to 16 to 17 real points today, at least. So, yeah, the points, but you can't go wrong with the PR. Yeah, we'll stick with the points. Points were I think our first love, so we'll go with that, points.
Okay. And then C-Dot was going back about his question from before about the points and the rebounds for Bell. But he said, or was that Fisher you were talking about? But no, Fisher you like strictly... Well, do you like them separate also, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, I definitely have a lot of interest in the individual points and rebounds for Fisher as well. These dudes felt like, honestly, identical plays. Fisher's a little bit more closer appropriate to his lines, but still on a wild, a pretty good discount. Bell has just added complete line discrepancy. I think his lines are insanely low.
I'm trying to think of someone we played like him recently, but I can't. Nothing comes to mind. Hey, I got it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, Christian Jones or whatever from yesterday, our 2.5 assists, a player in a starting role, new positions, yada yada, catching them like that feels a lot like this.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good. So hopefully that'll make sense when I put 2 units on it, and then later today I won't be like, motherfucking Bill, like the dude at the end of the video. I have a question personally for you. Tyrese Hunter has bumped down to 15.5. Does that interest you at all?
It's all right. I mean, honestly, I was kind of expecting them to bump that side of the game because they have all their props just way too high. I mean, even Haggerty. I'm really shocked that Haggerty's not 21.5.
Right. Okay. Let's see. The next one is I took Bell over 2.5 rebounds and over 14.5 question mark.
Yeah, I like it, man.
What's the 14?
He's talking about the points.
The points at 14.5, not 13.5.
Hold on, is that his PA?
Let me see what he said again. I took Bell over 2.5 rebounds and over 14.5. Might be his PA.
No, the PA's 15.5. I'm not sure we're 14.5 points. I mean, I probably wouldn't play that if you can help it. If the points on whatever that is 14.5, I'd probably stick with the PR and then the rebounds. But you should, man. I hope you can get 13.5 because he's 13.5 like everywhere.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Eric two's crying, laughing. He can't help himself. He's crying, laughing. 3 of them. 3 emojis, not just one. I don't even know what he's laughing about, but that's cool. Laughing's good. All right, bro, we're good, bro. When Youngin's not here, free Youngin. We need some more questions, Youngin. Or if anyone has any questions, toss them up in there. If not, I guess we're done a little bit early.
Yeah.
Small slate. Okay.
Right. Exactly, man. So again, spend your money wisely. Play the discounts today. Let me see real fast.
We're chilling.
I gotta look at the discounts to pair up with like LeBron. Did they offer us Stefan on here? Was he at 14.5? That's not bad. That's not the worst. We'll circle back and see what we have to pair with that. But I might just do Stefan at 14.5 on parlay, and then we'll figure out something to pair up with LeBron. Yeah, probably going to do that. All right, man. Well, I think we're going to cut out of here since we're keeping it pretty short and to the point today. I don't think anything besides our favorite plays, extraordinary. But tomorrow's going to be a nice slate. We're going to have double stream, so make sure you guys checking it out. Keep those notifications on. Yeah, man. I think that's about it for today. You got anything else? I said it was 13.5. Okay, good. Yeah, the 13.5 solid. 14.5. I'm like, man, what is that? I might have to do that for some plus money action. You there, my guy, or did you disappear?
Oh yeah, my bad. I was talking about how did that mute? That was weird as hell. Anyways, yeah, I was saying the same thing. I was like, man, would you alt that up to 14.5 or something? What the heck happened with that? Anyways. He's still got a good deal. It feels good. We're all on one play in a way, I almost feel like that's fun. We're all just focusing on one play. So if this motherfucker doesn't come through, might have to. I don't know what we're gonna do. We gotta do something though. We're gonna be mad if he doesn't come through. Give me one of those days.
Yeah. Well, at least it's the first game, so that's gonna set the tone for the day. It starts in an hour?
So right when he comes through and you have that good feeling like, all right, cool. Then you're going to be like, all right, what's tomorrow? And if he doesn't come through on some bullshit, he fouls out or some dumb shit happens or he hooks, you're going to be like, fuck, man, I don't even want to look at tomorrow's props yet.
Yeah. Today sucked.
So crazy, man. The energy, and then we see it in the Discord too. It's like, the energy, bro, from one play missing or one play hitting, like your level of the inner fucking like emotions, like that's when like this shit. Hey, 1-800-GAMBLER, what is it?
Yeah, 1-800-GAMBLING.
Come on, guys, one play shouldn't ruin your day. I mean, we've all done it now, but I'm just saying, let's try not to. That makes it more fun.
Exactly.
If he doesn't hit, we'll be like,
yes,
fuck it, let's go, bro. If he does hit, we'll be like, let's go, bro. Either way, let's win.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's the plan. All right, y'all, we're going to head out of here. We appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out. And check out the Discord. Links down below further on. Still running the 7-day free trial for everyone. Alrighty, well, good luck tonight. We'll catch you guys back here tomorrow, and have a good one. Peace.